Welcome back. You're watching NewsX with me, Devika Chopra. We have some breaking news coming in. Fresh updates in the New Orleans attack. New footage has been released. Let's put out the new footage that has been released. This video shows that the attacker, Shamsud Din Jabbar, allegedly navigated around a police cruiser barricade before ramming into the crowd. A witness has told media that they had these hydraulic steel barriers from the past events that were put there in order to avoid the sort of attack that has taken place. However, on the night of the attack, those steel barriers were not put up. That is what local media in the US is also claiming at this point in time, that the steel barriers, which are usually put in place to avoid such a terror attack, were not put in place, and therefore the attacker was able to navigate his way into the crowd. We are with us Major General Rajan Kochhar, defense expert, with us on the broadcast. Major General Rajan Kochhar, certain aspects of the investigation as they're coming out, like I also said, that there were steel barriers that are usually put out. That's what eyewitnesses and other locals are also saying, that steel barriers are now put out in some of these areas which will be crowded, given some of similar attacks that have taken place in, for example, Europe, right? So that's been one of the learnings there as well, that when you have a large crowd gathering, ensure that the barricading is such that no vehicle is able to really cross through. And the locals claim that similar arrangements are usually in place. However, that particular night, the steel barriers were not put out. Do some of these aspects then indicate that this was a larger conspiracy at play rather than a lone wolf attack?
Devika, it's very, very clear that with the type of preparation, Shamsud Din Jabbar, he's an ex-army veteran, 42 years, and he has been in active army service as well as he has been in the reserve army service. So, the first point is very clear that he knows how to handle a weapon, he knows how to handle explosives, he knows, and his intentions were very, very clear, because there was his video also out in which I think an impression he was giving that he was influenced by the ISIS, and he was also carrying a flag of the ISIS in his vehicle. So, considering that, I don't think it was a lone wolf attack. There were people with him, and I consider this as a total intelligence failure on the part of the United States enforcement agencies and CIA and other agencies, FBI and all that. So, one thing is very clear, and you just mentioned about the barricades also. If you go back in time, I have some statistics to share with you. Between 2014 to 2018, there were 16 vehicular attacks in the United States of the same kind. And if you look at the imprints of the functioning of the ISIS functions because a vehicular attack is very, very easy to carry, because you don't have to you blast a bomb, or you don't have to take that kind of a risk. And once you cause a disarray, or there is a mob there and everybody runs helter-skelter, it's very, very easy for you to then open fire. And same way it happened this time. So I think there has to be some insider element, possibly after this inquiry investigation, and I think the police chief has also appealed to the people that whosoever has met him in the last 72 hours, he must come forward, and possibly some kind of clues will be made available So we are waiting for those clues to actually come out, because I think it's too early to come to any deduction at this kind at this point of time. But I'm sure there were also video coverage or the CCTV coverage of four people who were involved in planting of some kind of IDs at various locations. So those aspects are also being looked into. So I personally feel that it is well coordinated, well thought of. It's not that suddenly somebody decides to carry out this attack. He has done his planning, he has done his homework, and that is how this attack has been carried out. Devika.
Yes, I'll come back to you in just a moment, sir. We have some more